You know, I'm not perfect. I know that. Since I have started this in-depth series, I have noticed there are certain things I forgot to do and certain things I didn't even realize I should have done until you guys, the commenters, subscribers, and watchers told me about it. And so this is a very special thing that I'm doing while you wait for the next season of In Depth, where I will be taking care of odds and ends. Things I screwed up, things I forgot to talk about, things that I should have mentioned. Now, the prologue, I don't think I had an issue with, but apparently you guys did, because apparently I did not mention a lot of characters. The thing you have to realize is a lot of people have a very deep resume, and I can't talk about every character they've ever done. Yes, I am aware Tom Kenny has done Starscream before. Yes, I am aware that Otto has the same voice as Mr. Krabs. That is why I allude to it in a joke earlier about Cannot Unhear, because to me they sound exactly the same. Episode 3 I got through really quickly because I didn't find it that great of an episode. However, by doing that, I completely did not show any scenes at all involving the inside of Planetoid Q, which would have made the trivia reference I made in the season finale about how that stuff covered all over the robot is referenced kind of pointless, because you never saw it in the in-depth, although I'm hoping you guys have seen the show and get the reference I was talking about. In the episode Magnetic Menace, I completely forgot to talk about who does the voice of Scrapperton. However, luckily he was in another episode, and so I was able to talk about it in Ape New World. Going back to Ape New World, while not a mistake, I do think it's a brilliant observation by one of the commenters that I should have used Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz, since while it's also a thriller dance, it involves dancing simians, and that's what we're seeing right now, so I guess that would fit too.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't.
In episode 5, The Sunriders, I probably should have brought up that Johnny is also voiced by Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny, actually, you'll notice a lot in future episodes that he does voice work for other characters on top of his own. In the episode A Man Called Crinkle, while not really a major plot point, I probably should have pointed out that Crinkle talks about his mother a lot. And when you actually see her, you find out that his mother is a robot. There's a little bit of backstory there, but for the most part, this is pretty much unexplained. Some might say that just Crinkle being crazy. Others might say he was legit raised by a robot mom. I don't know what is what. I just thought you might find that interesting, and I should have brought that up. In the episode Circus of Ooze, I skipped through quite a bit because I wanted to go through the episode and go straight to the finale. However, by doing that, I completely skipped over the fact that the Ringmaster turned himself into a giant circus tent killer pole thing, which was actually a pretty cool visual, but I just ran right through it. Also, I learned via a commenter that Robert Englund does the voice of the Ringmaster. Robert Englund is best known as frickin' Freddy Krueger. However, the main reason he brought that up because he played the Batman's Riddler, so that's another one for the DC counter. In the episode Pit of Doom, yes, I am aware there is one shot of Nova with black eyes instead of pink, which was an animation mistake. I was thinking that since I was talking about the show's plot, I was going to skip over that. However, since I like to talk about voice actors and behind the scenes stuff, I probably should have mentioned that, and I apologize. Well, it's there. Yes, it is. A lot of people were confused about my ending with A Man Called Crinkle. Now, that was done because someone had added me as a friend without even realizing I did it, named Jairus Crinkle, who has his own YouTube page and everything. You can check it out. And I just thought it was funny how a Monkey Team obsessed fan is following me because I talk about Monkey Team. I don't know. I guess the joke didn't come off that well, and I apologize. Going back to Pit of Doom, I realized that I kept calling Bully Guy when I found out that his name is actually BT. And based on what I hear, I think his friend's name is Lenny? Something like that. I should get their names straight. I think I'm making mistakes on a thing that's trying to talk about my mistakes. Good for me. Finally, just to show how many mistakes I make doing this show, I want to let you know that most of my comments beforehand are written out. unlike right now where I'm just trying to think off YouTube comments and notes I took. However, because I write down what I'm about to say, it also causes me to screw up what I am reading. So just for you, here are a bunch of outtakes from various line readings I had when talking about this series. Now I got mucus in my throat the moment I'm about to start recording. Yay! Except there is no water until some seismic activity. Oh. A monster that thrives on heat. Well, then of course logically you would want to cool it down, right? Right? Right. I feel so stupid. Talking so loudly. This wax on, wax off type teacher who... I can't say this. The team come together to use... to bust themselves out of their cell that they were in. Typos, I swear. Over the course of 5 episodes. The first episode is main... Where you can hear that. Okay, you can't hear me scratching my head. The first episode is mainly a vehicle to introduce us to our hero, villain, cast, and not always on screen, but yet... Should have thought this out. I pointed out... I need to talk. The prisoned Hyperforce. My voice is so today. So like those episodes, I'm going to be going through the plot and then backtrack to check on character growth. We start with Chiro reacting to... team are able to save the blue fuzz sphere. That's a hard one. Okay. As we see him heal in a liquid chamber. The alarm... Don't eat ice cream before recording. Never eat raisins before doing a voiceover. Gets stuck in your teeth. In anger of the shutdown, Chiro knows Mandarin... That makes no sense. Chiro knows Mandarin out of the ship. The team escapes in Sparks' rocket. As we learned, he all... Typos. How I hate those typos. We see Q transform into a monkey head. Creepy. We see Q transform into a monkey head. Creepy. I can't do that. That sounds so unnatural to me. Darn that comedic timing.